Hello everyone, my name is Paragammer. I just found out that Clipchamp has, or was updated to include text-to-speech, so I'll give it a try instead of eSpeak, which I used last episode. Anyway, while I was dealing with some things behind the scenes and edited last episode, I tapped into an alternate reality and got the help of another Dro'bar. He's also a blacksmith and was jailed for killing a Dunmare noble. The only difference is that he's gay. Thanks to gay Dro'bar's help, I found out just how much starting with half of our carry weight would hurt us. If I were to go through my original plan of heavy armor and two-handed weapons, I would constantly have to micromanage my inventory to have as many healing supplies as possible, which weren't that many to begin with. So, I'll have to stick with light armor and a single one-handed weapon while we get stronger and get more carry weight. But then, how can I maximize my damage on a tight budget? Stealth. You have no idea how many possibilities are opened when you crouch. Apart from the infamous Stealth Archer, it is my favorite playstyle in the Fallout games, especially in Fallout 4, where 4.8 times crit spiked my dopamine like no tomorrow. But in the Elder Scrolls games, I have barely scratched that itch, since Oblivion's melee combat is so satisfying to me, and I prefer to play with two-handed weapons in Skyrim, which barely get buffed by stealth. However, I recently played Mage for the 360 achievements, which devolved into an assassin playthrough. Without ranting about how much early game Mage gameplay sucks, I'm confident that sticking to stealth while we get stronger will be good for the long run. First, I'll get a mace, as all one-handed weapons have the same damage multipliers until we can get the perk that buffs daggers. Second, I need a good set of light armor that benefits from wearing it complete. And finally, I'll need a way to increase my damage passively, probably an enchantment. Thankfully, there's one organization that will happily gift us the armor and the enchantment if we join them, the Dark Brotherhood. I'll need to get to Whiterun anyways, so I can call a taxi. So I might as well tell the Jarl about Alduin creeping around Riverwood. On my way to Whiterun, I encountered a group of mercenaries beating up a giant in his own farm. How rude of them. So I quickly sprinted to the scene and helped beat up the giant, so I can get the credit.
Debo de haberlos asustado.
¿Estás bien? Creo que podrías ser un buen hermano de escudo. No eres de aquí, ¿eh? ¿No has oído hablar de los compañeros? Una orden de guerreros. Somos hermanos y hermanas de honor. Y aparecemos para solucionar problemas si la paga es buena.
These companions fellows seem friendly, although two of them smell of wet dog. Maybe they can gift us a bed if we join them. Speaking of cats and dogs, as I was getting close to the gate, I found the Khajiit caravan. I always make sure to check on my kitty friends when I see them.
He atravesado toda Tamriel para servirte. Todo está en esta nota.
Well, I be. Someone is messing with my feline pals. Oh, they will feel my wrath and drown in their blood for this. But maybe some other time, as the Saints and Seducers quest bandits are really dangerous without good gear. So I simply sell some stuff and go meet the Jarl.
¿En serio? Vaya. No te andas con rodeos sobre tu pasado criminal. Pero no es asunto mío a quién quieren ejecutar los imperiales. Especialmente ahora. Lo que quiero saber es qué sucedió exactamente en Helgen. Debí haber supuesto que Ulfric estaría involucrado en todo esto. ¿Qué dices ahora?
El Jarl de Falkreath lo... No deberíamos.
No me cruzaré de brazos mientras un dragón quema mi fortaleza y masacra a mi pueblo.
Oh, by the way, I posted a picture of my dog on Reddit, and I asked for some names. I got us some good suggestions. So say hello to Smeef.
Has hecho un gran servicio a Carrera Blanca, y no lo olvidaré. Toma, una pequeña muestra de aprecio. Hay otra cosa que podrías hacer por mí. Tal vez algo a la medida de tus particulares habilidades. Ven, busquemos a Farengar, mi hechicero de la corte. Ha estado investigando un asunto relacionado con esos dragones y con rumores sobre ellos.
While Jarl Balgruuf makes his way to Farengar, so he may talk to me, I broke down the dead mage's clothes that we took from Helgen, which was enough experience to level me up to level 3. We'll need to talk to the companions later, so we may have a good night's sleep. For now, though, it seems Farengar has a task for us.
¿Así que el Jarl piensa que puedes serme de utilidad? Sí, debía de referirse a mi investigación de los dragones. Sí, me vendría bien alguien que me trajese cierto objeto. Bueno, cuando digo traer, me refiero a adentrarse en unas peligrosas ruinas en busca de una antigua tablilla de piedra que podría estar allí o no.
Farengar wants me to retrieve a stone from Bleakfall's barrow. I guess he wants a very pretty paperweight. But first, I go to the companions and ask to join so I can sleep for free. On my way to see Kodlak, I spot a Khajiit talking in English who seems very sad.
Yes? This one bids you welcome, but perhaps you will come back another time, yes?
¿Y en sus brazos?
Desde luego. ¿Qué tal te desenvuelves en combate, muchacho? Ya lo veremos. Este es Vilkas. Pondrá a prueba tu brazo. Vilkas, sácalo al jardín y mira a ver qué sabe hacer.
Sí.
I'll definitely help the Khajiit later. Now that I talked to Kodlak, I must battle Vilkas for the bed, as they don't believe I can fight. So I quickly run outside and get ready for battle.
Puedo con ello. No está mal. La próxima vez no será tan fácil.
After I hit Vilkas twice, play errand boy, get scolded for playing errand boy, and then asked to be errand boy again, I finally get my own bed and join the companions. Farkas here has a task for me too. I'll definitely have a lot of things to kill with my mace.
Buena suerte. Te doy la bienvenida a los compañeros.
Mira, tengo un entrenamiento.
Tenemos problemas justo aquí, en la comarca de Carrera Blanca. Nada que no podamos manejar. Nada más que unos bandidos de poca monta. Cobardes que no requerirán demasiado esfuerzo.
We definitely dodged a bullet here, as Farkas can send us to beat up the local Falmer. Those mutated elves are a real pain to deal with, thanks to their poisons. Once I get my hit list, I go to my new bed and have some nice dreams, leveling up and increasing my health. I also get the first perk point into one-handed. Don't worry about the points in two-handed. I got 76 more levels available. Plus, we can always find a way to refund those points if we really need them. Once we had our good night's rest, I go to Bleakfall's barrow to retrieve the Dragonstone for Farengar. On my way there, I got assaulted by a thief. The poor guy had no idea who he was mugging and paid the price. On the bright side, I got another hood, so my kitty ears don't get cold anymore. They still got cold though, as I lost a good chunk of health thanks to frostbite. This definitely made fighting the bandits at the entrance more difficult, but I was still able to dodge enough of their arrows to come out victorious. Once I get inside the dungeon and warm myself, I try to sneak by the bandits, but fail miserably, so I easily beat them all up with my mace. Eventually, I solved one of many animal picture puzzles and opened the gate forward, finding a skill book along the way. Oh dear lord, the spiders got even bigger. Now, this giant spider may be scary, but it's also fat, so I can kite its attacks using the door frame and avoid getting poisoned. Eventually, I managed to squash it, letting us save the nice dun mare, who almost became its meal.
De aliento de Arcai. Gracias. Ya está bebiendo. Lo noto. Idiota. ¿Por qué quería compartir el tesoro
Oh,
con nadie?
you bastard. Get back here with my reward. Once I bonk the selfish Dunmare and loot the nearby urns, I loot the golden claw from him. It should sell for a good price at Riverwood. It also seems important, so I take note of its symbols and continue forward to fight the Dro'bar. Once I got deeper into the dungeon, I tried using all my ingenuity with the traps, but I ended up causing my own doom because I'm stupid. Anyways, I made my way to where the Dragonstone is, using the golden claw to open the door with the animal symbols. I walked to the glowing wall and learned a new word. I hope nothing bad comes from this. Oh crap. I woke the Dro'bar Lord from his nap, and now he wants to kill me. This was a difficult fight. He even made me sick. But I was able to overpower him thanks to the power of executions and loot the Dragonstone from his corpse. Once I got out of Bleak Falls Barrow, I encountered a nice old lady in her shack. While I couldn't sleep in her bed, I got curious about her cellar, so I secretly lockpicked the hatch and entered. Inside was an enchanting and alchemy table, along with some ingredients. Nothing out of the ordinary for Skyrim, so I broke down the new enchantments I found, stole her paralysis poison, and went back outside. She didn't seem to like this though. Finally, once back at Riverwood, I attempt to sell the golden claw to Lucano, but quickly realize that it's actually his property. So I pretend that I recovered it for him, which gave me a better reward.
Aquí está. Es extraño. Parece más pequeño de lo que recordaba. Es curioso, ¿eh? Devolveré esto a donde pertenece. Nunca lo olvidaré. Nos has hecho un gran servicio a mi hermana y a mí.
Unfortunately, I'll have to split the episode here, since YouTube still refuses to let me use my phone to verify my account. I even tried with another phone, and it didn't work. I really don't want to ask my acquaintances to borrow their phones, so 15-minute videos is what I can make. Don't worry, part 2 should be uploaded at the same time, so see you in a couple moments. But in the meantime, take care.